All right. Hello, everyone. It is David with Layer 2 Computers.
And Brad.
And Brad with Layer 2 Computers. Yay! So we are doing our little week in review video. So we got quite the extensive list this week. It was a fun and busy week. We just kind of worked through lots of little, quirky things and got hopefully some awesome work coming up. So we're super excited about that. In fact, we're going to squeeze this in right before we have a meeting with an internet provider, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So that's so exciting. Yeah. So starting with the kind of cool things we did this week. You did some migrations from old accounts to new accounts, if I remember correctly.
Yes, email migrations. So
what did that entail?
Just, business is no longer available. So the domains have since expired, but if you want to keep the mail for archive, you can kind of export that and re-import it.
Nice. Oh, cool.
And just save it there.
Yes, very good, very good. By the way, that's supposed to be $10 per computer. In case you didn't know, we give $10 credits for recycling your laptops or desktops. So
there he is making fun of me for
I know, right? I just looked over and I saw the wrong amount and it was lower. So now we're giving more money away, which is awesome. So if you guys have any desktop or laptops, we would love to take them. We've given out, I think we've been doing this for about a month. We've given out, I think, just like $50, I believe, roughly around there of credits. So that's super exciting. So again, laptops and desktops count for those $10 credits. And then if you have anything else, we can hopefully take it and recycle it. So we destroy the hard drives and then literally take out all the parts, separate them, and then we take them all to the recycling center so then they can easily take care of recycling them. So that's exciting. Control
your e-waste.
Yes, we are controlling our e-waste. The next thing we had on the list was some remote cleanups. So people were saying they basically have kind of some slowness, I believe, going on.
Yeah.
So we took care of that. We were waving to Sherry, who most of you guys have probably never seen her, but she just ran out of the building. So so you still won't get to see her, but that's okay. We had our little lunch meeting today, and we had Sherry along, and we got some exciting news to announce for next week. But we'll get there next week once we get there. So
it's gonna be fun.
It will be fun. But yeah, so remote cleanups.
Yep, nothing exciting there. Just makes
standard cleanups, make things faster,
makes things cleaner.
That's great.
Gets rid of any malware there.
Oh yeah, malware, all that fun stuff. Not fun for anyone except for the people who are removing it, and maybe the people who put it there. They might have fun putting it there, but we have fun removing it. It's good fun.
But you figure, regardless of whether you use our virus protection or any virus protection, stuff's going to slip through now and again, and you'll have to do a cleanup on your system.
And we will talk more about cybersecurity later, but yes, onion approach, and we'll explain what that means later. Now
you got interviewed.
I did get interviewed. Yes, I got interviewed. There is a company out of Scotland who
I'm Scottish, by the way.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. I am definitely not.
I know. No, I don't have a kilt.
No,
everybody asked me that. I need to get one. We should get a layer 2 kilt.
That's what I was thinking. Part of the staff uniform will be a kilt.
That would be fun.
That'd be fun. That would be good.
That would be hilarious.
That would be really funny.
That would be good.
Just don't go under someone's desk and then accidentally flare your booty up or something.
No, I don't know about running network cable with
No, that would not be ideal. So I got interviewed from his company, and they they help out IT companies with content and videos and fun stuff like that. And so once I have the link to that, I will definitely share it. But I don't have it yet because he's still
looking forward to reading it. Listening to it.
Yeah, it's good. I think it was maybe like a half hour. Yeah, 15 minutes to a half hour. I don't know how long it's going to be, but he's a good guy. I really liked him. It was fun. So
it should be exciting.
Yeah. And then some more email accounts hacked, it sounds like. That is a big one lately.
Yes. Not only our websites being hacked, emails, as soon as you hear about it, change password. Change passwords. Luckily, we got this client moved out of the old system into a new Gmail account, which is a little more modern, a little more secure.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
yeah, if you're looking for a free email account, I would recommend probably Gmail or
Gmail.
Outlook.com is good. Yeah. So do not do Yahoo.
Yeah.
No Yahoo.
Yahoo.
We migrate people off of Yahoo all the time.
We have more trouble with Yahoo and their respective, companies that they've purchased and tried to migrate and roll their email systems in, and it never works. Disaster. It's terrible.
Yeah, and then we had some weird, freaky things with Zoom and Office.
Yeah, so if you notice that your Office applications are kind of just like showing you like a black screen, or if you're in a video call and occasionally you get like a black screen, you can't see anything, look into your hardware acceleration. A lot of
there's little settings in there.
applications are designed to offload that, video processing, yeah, to the graphics card, but not all computers can handle that. So you need to disable that, keep it on your processor where it belongs.
Yeah, it makes a computer work a little easier, that type of thing. But
unless you have super modern hardware, it doesn't work for everybody, and
yeah,
that's what's causing those problems. So
yeah, because everyone's on Zoom and they're all, you're just going to use whatever computer you have, and a lot of people might not have like a big fancy computer,
right.
And that will cause the issue. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. So, okay, upcoming projects we have going on. We have some really exciting things coming up, I hope. Number one, if you didn't know, we do phones. We do modern phone systems that are really cool, and I'm going to show you my little app here, actually. Make sure I don't have anyone's numbers right now.
So that's voice over IP.
Yeah.
So
voice over IP. So we each have a desk phone at our house, and then we also have an app on our phone that allows us to basically make calls from our cell phone, but on behalf of the business. So you're not getting our cell phone numbers, which I know you probably like that, but we don't, because we eventually do like to go to sleep at night, since we get tickets at all hours of the night.
Yeah.
But we
also, if you call in the main business line,
it rings our cell phones.
It'll ring both the desk and the cell
which is
phone,
awesome.
depending on where we're at. So
it's very, very cool. So we're doing some, we gave out some estimates this week. One of them was my parents' business, Ohio Sports Academy. So a little shout out to you, whoop, whoop. Which hopefully we're moving forward with that. I've got to confirm some final numbers. And then another client who will keep nameless, but they are a manufacturing place, past Waynesville, kind of out there. And they make steel beams and steel buildings they have customers all over the United States, which is really cool. But they have an old phone system, which
analog phone system.
Did you know they don't even have voicemail on their old system?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That is crazy.
I don't know how they do it. But,
I don't know. So if you call them after hours and they're not there, it just ring-a-ding-ding and it's going apparently. So
yeah.
So we want to get some voicemail. So
it's a little old school, but
we'll get there and get them all updated and cleaned up. So that'd be cool. So before we do that, though, ironically, so they have two buildings. So let's just say here are two buildings. So they have their main office over here, and then they have their manufacturing building. They're separated by about the length of a football field, so pretty far. So we need to figure out how to connect them, because the back building here, right now there's a wireless link that actually I installed maybe like 5 years ago, and it works really well. But if we want to do voice, or they're actually talking about increasing capacity and hiring more people, so they need better throughput anyways. So after this meeting, or after this video, we're getting on the phone with a local internet provider there, who we're hoping will run fiber between the buildings for us, and then that way we can make sure they're all connected. So that's super exciting.
We do lots of things, not just cleaning viruses off your computers.
This is very true.
If you need VOIP in your business, give us a call.
And then we'll also be upgrading our whole network to really modernize them. They don't even have, most offices have like an internet connection or an Ethernet connection at each desk, and they don't even have that. Everything runs wireless, which again is decently fine, but they have always kind of mentioned that speed isn't ideal. Their internet connection's fast, but then to the computers, and so the goal is to. And
Wi-Fi will get you by.
Yeah,
but,
they function for a long time with it, but
doesn't compare to the
hardwire is amazing.
The hardwire.
So our goal would be to upgrade their whole network, give them all new switches, all new Ethernet wires, and we don't really run a whole lot of Ethernet, and so we work with an outside contractor that actually we met through this company. He's an electrician, and so we have him run the wires since he's awesome at that. And then what we do is we then terminate the ends, because we have a special way we terminate them, and we like the way we do them, and we trust our connections and our work and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So it's exciting. So yeah, and then what else do we have? Something else I did, which was kind of interesting this week. I troubleshooted a network remotely.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was cool. Which, I mean, I've done that in the past, but it was kind of unique because even remotely, we were able to determine that there were hardwire issues.
Nice.
The wires were bad. It was a newer house, but, well, I don't know. It was probably built in maybe the early 90s. Well, they had Ethernet run, but the cables are just bad. They just get worn out, or the connections were bad on each end. So he ended up just re-pulling a cable, just kind of attaching them and re-pulling it through. So he ran a whole new cable. And he's fairly handy and kind of geeky himself, so he likes doing that stuff too. So
nice.
So that worked out well.
And that fixed the issue.
Fixed all their wireless issues, actually, because the connections going from their networking equipment to their wireless, that's what was bad. And so then everything wireless was bad.
Okay.
And so it appeared like the wireless was bad, but the wireless was fine. It was a network, the hardware is behind it.
Right.
So that was interesting.
Cool. Sweet.
So that was a crazy one, yeah.
So what else are we talking about this week? Well, services highlight.
I was going to just kind of end with a service highlight here, which is our business cybersecurity. So I'm sure you always hear us talking about cybersecurity and in all of our messages here, and really anytime we're talking with a customer, cybersecurity. What does that mean? That's the big thing. So we use, I call it the onion approach. So onions are layers. And in the middle of the onion, imagine that your really critical data that you don't want hackers to get to, or your personal data or whatever that, and then we layer on different things on top of that to help prevent.
Yes.
Kind of like what we said earlier, where programs or viruses will sometimes get through antiviruses because they're either brand new or the antivirus isn't good at detecting new threats, or it's not using any AI or logic.
Right. And malware is kind of like, an overarching term for, viruses,
everything. Yeah,
and everything. And really, virus scanners are set up to look for malware and such, and to make sure something matches a certain pattern. Well,
known
if it's
threats.
Slightly outside, known threats, match that pattern. And if it's outside of that, then you might not recognize it. So that's when stuff sneaks in. And since every day there's tons of new stuff being brought to the forefront.
Yeah, a lot. So we kind of do two different antivirus approaches. Our managed businesses that we take care of that are in contracts, we use an antivirus software. We'll keep it nameless. Don't want to cause any threats or anything.
It's an enterprise level.
Yeah, and it uses AI and intelligence, and it's like 4 times as expensive as the one that like a residential customer would use.
And that handles the firewall, the virus protection,
everything on the local computers.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cool. It'll actually automatically kick, like if a computer, and we've had this happen at one of our clients where a threat did get through, and basically someone actually installed something they shouldn't have, and it got through, and then it basically isolates that computer, but it can still talk to our services, but it prevents that computer from talking to anything else on the network. Right. So it isolates them. So if we have any malware,
completely segregate that system off,
really cool.
offline, which is nice.
Kind of separates it, and so that way it can't spread, laterally across the network, which is awesome. Right. And then other security things we put in place, which we're not going to talk about our whole stack because it's pretty big, but obviously the onion approach. So we're, email security, 2 or 3 different layers of that. And then there's all sorts of DNS records that we can do for helping with that. And there's on a network, there's obviously the firewall network, making sure it's doing packet inspection and all sorts of fun stuff. So that's exciting. But if you're interested in kind of learning more about that, you can read a little bit more on our website here. And then you can also reach out to us. So we would love to help you out if you have any cybersecurity questions or anything. So I think that's all we kind of got for today. Is there anything else you want to chat about?
No, it's going to be an interesting week coming up. So next week's going to be fun.
Yeah, next week should be a great week. We're excited. So, and just so you know, we are at the Chamber building again. So that's Adam Hughes in the blue behind us who just walked by from the Chamber of Commerce. So they let us use their little room here, which is awesome. And they have people coming in and out. So that's what they were doing there. So.
All right.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we will see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day, and hopefully we'll hear from you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.